During his speech in the House of Representatives, Congressman Tom Emmer expressed his opposition to central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. He warned that these currencies are monitoring instruments. Emmer has been opposed to the present CBDC and the SEC project in the United States for some time, and he is now reaffirming his opposition to the project. Particularly noteworthy is that the congressman's most recent appearance was in a video uploaded to his official X account on May 22. Before that, on May 20, Tom Emmer addressed a similar attitude in an interview he gave to Bloomberg. According to him, the majority of Republicans in the House of Representatives will take measures to prevent the Federal Reserve from issuing a CBDC. The most recent speech given by a member of Congress of the United States of America stated that CBDC and the SEC threatened to destroy the American way of life. During the presentation of the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act, Tom Emmer referred to this statement. Choices for you to consider 2 hours ago, a sell signal was issued for 2 overbought cryptocurrencies this week. Tim Scott's net worth has been exposed, and it is unknown how much the senator from South Carolina is worth. 3 hours ago, the price of XRP is forecasted by AI on August 1, 2024. It was 4 hours ago. With this legislation, we are going to prevent unelected bureaucrats in the Biden administration from using a central bank digital currency, CBD, which poses a threat to the way of life in the United States of America. This is Tom Emmer. It has been demonstrated that the Biden administration is eager to exchange the right to privacy of the man of Congress, Tom Emmer. ECs ought to be comparable to cash in an interesting turn of events. Emmer continued his presentation by drawing parallels between CBDCs and decentralized cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, outlining the characteristics of the complementary technologies. CBDCs are a digital form of a sovereign currency that is designed, issued, and managed by the federal government. This is in contrast to decentralized digital assets such as Bitcoin. In a nutshell, a central bank digital currency, CBDS, government-controlled programmable money that, if it is not designed to be exactly like cash, open, permissionless, and private with a capital PTA, will not only provide the federal government with significant transaction-level data, but it will also give individuals the ability to suppress politically unpopular activities. As Tom Emmer, the representative from the United States of America, brought up the example of China using its central bank digital currency as a weapon against its populace, in addition to other nations. In addition, Tom Emmer issued a warning over a document presented by the Federal Reserve that highlighted CBDCs as one of their primary responsibilities going forward. The conclusion reached by the United States representative was that by doing this, the Biden administration has demonstrated that they are itching to trade the right to privacy of Americans for a CBDC surveillance tool in the style of the CCP. On the other hand, he clarified that the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act will not be able to stop a CBDC from operating. With the passage of this measure, the goal is to ensure that the centralized monetary system can preserve the characteristics of currency as permissionless and private with a capital P, while also guaranteeing individual sovereignty. The attorney who represented 75,000 XRP holders in the case that Ripple brought against the SEC underscored, it was announced by Denton that he intends to draft and support legislation that would enforce a 5-year restriction that would bar federal regulators from transferring directly into the industries that they had previously overseen. A person should not be able to leave the FDA and then immediately go work for Pfizer. Denton added, underlining the urgent need for such reforms to destroy the entrenched networks of influence and self-interest within government entities. A person should not be allowed to start working for Pfizer after leaving the FDA. An announcement made by Caitlin Long, the founder and chief executive officer of Custodia Bank, was the impetus for the discussion that surrounded these concerns. Today, Long voiced outrage over what he regarded to be preferential treatment by the Federal Reserve towards another institution. This comes just a few weeks after a federal judge rejected Custodia Bank's application for a Fed master account and membership with the Fed. Her fury was a direct result of the unexpected acceptance of a master account to Numisma, a fintech bank based in Connecticut that was formerly known as Currency Reserve. It is important to note that Numisma is not FDIC insured nor federally regulated. I can't speak quickly. Is this what it seems to be? A special treatment by the Federal Reserve for another former insider? Just a few weeks after the Inspector General of the Federal Reserve suspended its investigation into the Federal Reserve's master account practices, questioned in public for a long time via During the Custodia Bank case, she brought attention to the discrepancy of the Federal Reserve's position, which had previously characterized regulatory arrangements of this kind as being hazardous and unsound. When the Federal Reserve issued its Custodia refusal decision, it went into great length about the reasons why these problems cannot be fixed. However, all of a sudden, a bank that has the same regulatory structure was given a pass by the Federal Reserve, and an ex-Fed governor was involved. She spoke the words, what the Deaton, a lawyer who supports XRP, has secured a spot on the ballot for the Republican Party in Massachusetts. The following information was provided by Eleanor Terrett, a journalist for Fox Business. The Connecticut-based fintech bank MISMA, which was formerly known as Currency Reserve, has received conditional approval for access to a Federal Reserve master account. This makes it the second non-FDIC insured, non-federally regulated bank to receive one in recent years. Both of the institutions that were granted such approval had direct connections to previous officials of the Federal Reserve, which raised worries about the possibility of conflicts of interest and the integrity of the approval process. Terrett brought this to the attention of the audience. The cryptocurrency industry has suffered a serious setback as a result of the refusal of a master account to Custodia Bank. The cryptocurrency industry views access to master accounts as essential for integrating more seamlessly into the larger financial system in the United States. By establishing a direct connection to the payment systems of Federal Reserve, crypto-focused institutions such as Custodia would be able to provide banking services that are more effective and potentially less expensive. The forthcoming dollar-based stablecoin that Ripple Labs Inc. is planning to launch is referred to as Rulust in the trademark application that the company has submitted. This discovery comes at a time when the XRP community is becoming increasingly excited about the new financial product that the business is about to launch. The product is intended to connect as easily as possible with on-demand liquidity, which was recently rebranded as Ripple Payments. Ripple's trademark application for the Rulust specifics the application details a wide variety of financial services that are associated with this trademark. These services include, but are not limited to, monetary services for receiving and dispersing payments and gifts in virtual and digital currency and digital tokens of value determined by fiat currency over a computer network. In addition, the application encompasses financial management and administration services, which include the facilitation of digital currency transactions and the electronic transmission of digital currency. Ripple has taken a key step toward launching its stablecoin, which had been hinted at earlier this year. This move marks a crucial event in the company's journey. In April of 2024, the company announced that it intended to enter the stablecoin market. This move was a strategic pivot to capitalize on a market sector that is anticipated to grow to a valuation of close to $3 trillion in the